Oh, it is so time, my friends, and we are so ready here for Fire Spirit Cookie and our topping biscuit guide. Don't forget those tarts. Today we got everything that you need to know about this particular cookie, and we're going to break it down for you in today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, it's time to play with fire. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. So awesome. Love it. We now have Fire Spirit Cookie, my friends, and once again, our gear guide here for you today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here. If you got a question, if you got a comment throughout, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. We're going to break this cookie down here for you today. We're going to give you the biscuits, the toppings, the tarts, all the gear that you need to be successful. We'll go for a run with this one and bring it home as we always do. Let's go, my friends. So first and foremost, Fire Spirit Cookie here is the brand new legendary magic rear cookie, element fire. So I got that right there so you can see that as well. Additionally here, my friends, this particular cookie has this move set, ever burning flames. It's a 14-second cooldown. Fire Spirit Cookie flies towards his enemy, scorching his path and dealing periodic damage. Afterwards, he causes flame explosion, dealing damage and inflicting explosive burn on enemies. Next, Fire Spirit Cookie channels his fire energy to launch a fire orb at the nearest enemy, causing area damage and chain explosion to nearby targets, ending when there are no more targets left. The Guardian of Fire applies wall of fire on the team at the start of the battle. Additionally, his skill will be amplified when he entering the battle with other fire type cookies. The more cookies, the stronger his skill. If Fire Spirit Cookie is defeated in battle, he is revived with an unquenchable flames and summons flame hydras. If ally cookies are defeated in battle, the embodiment of flames, the Fire Spirit Cookie is resistant to burn and explosive burn. So keep those things in mind. Here we go. Flame explosion, 500%, a little bit more than that, of attack times number of fire type cookies. Flame explosion, periodic damage 7 times over 3.5 seconds at 126. Damage resist bypass there at 40%. Explosive burn, 53% damage every 0.3 seconds for 6 seconds. Fire type damage plus 45%. Stacks up times 2. Damage resist bypass right there at 40%. Fire orb. Damage at 500% of attack. Chain explosion damage right there of attack. Fire type cookies, damage resist bypass right there. 40% damage buff plus 30% for 20 seconds. Wall of fire applies stack 5 times to allies at the beginning of battle. HP shield plus 7% of max HP times number of fire type cookies, 7 seconds, and damage resist per HP shield there at 8%. Unquenchable flames revived once with 70% HP. Cooldown reset, 2-second invulnerability if defeated in battle. Flame Hydra, 200% of summoner's attack, withstands 25 hits, max 5 summon for 10 seconds. Flame Hydra, they're at 335% of attack times number of fire cookies again, and Flame Hydra burn, 91% of attack, 1 second for 5 seconds, stacks up to 5. Number of fire type cookies, there's your amplification right there with up to 6 at 3.5 times. Oh yeah, that's a lot. All right, so there's a ton of stuff going on in this one. Lots of key takeaways, in particular with this cookie, my friends. Okay, so we're gonna continue to break this down. Great time to subscribe for more content like this. First, though, we're gonna level this thing up. We're gonna go all the way up. Lots of you are asking me all the time, where do you get these items? Events, my friends, events. If you're looking to figure out how to get lots and lots of jellies, we got guides here on the channel for you on how to farm. Make sure you check those out. All right, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this as well. All right, we can go all the way. We are going to go all the way with this one. There we go. That's a lot of skill powder. We're in all the way. So 410,000. Not bad for power. A couple things, because many players always ask me about this. We'll add our toppings. That's going to go up, and our biscuits, that's going to go up. I just want to spend 1 second. I got a ton of research. I got a ton of guild stuff. Make sure that you're doing that and upgrading your buildings and all those things. Players always ask in the comments. That's why. Guilds are very important. Lots of that stuff's really important. If you're looking for a great place for more information here on the channel, plus, my friends, the Discord server. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead into our biscuits. So a couple things on the biscuits here. You can absolutely positively go fire just like this, attack, and attack speed if you'd like. So we're gonna take this one right here because I do like it. I'm gonna put this one on instead because I was just trying to get stuff equipped there. So a couple things about your legendary zesty Beascuit here. We have attack, we have HP, we got crit, we got damage resist, amplify. This one's only got fire damage. We got damage resist, bypass, defense, attack speed, cooldown, and stuff. Couple things that I'd focus on. If you paid attention as I was reading through everything, that's why I read through the skill set and move set. A lot of it skills on attack. So if you really want to scale this thing, just go all in on attack, my friends. So that's one way. The other thing though here is this is where you get that damage resist bypass. So again, very important there for your PvP. So make sure that if you're thinking about it, you have that set up here as well, because it's the only place that you're going to get it. You can stack attack everywhere else. Here is where you're going to get that. And then we got fire damage. So I'd prioritize a lot of attack. Damage resist is helpful on the squishiness of this cookie, so that's really going to depend. Cooldown's nice again if you want to keep those other things going, so that's not bad there as well in terms of some of the stuff that you can have. But certainly attack and that damage resist bypass, or even that fire damage, probably in that tier 1 in terms of how you want to think about building this particular cookie. All right, so again, it's in totality of how you're thinking about your build specifically. Again, ranging in this side really from attack, you got cooldown and survivability on this particular cookie, and how you want to think about it. So when I go all the way to attack forward, that is really heavy on all that scaling, less amount of times it hits depending on what those substats look like. And it's a great opportunity for us now to move into our toppings. So in terms of our toppings, we got a couple things here. We do have resonant, not these ones though, so let's back all the way out. Absolutely positively a great time to use the new resonance right here. The flaming toppings only can be used for Augur Cookie and Fire Spirit. We're absolutely going to do that, and we're going to go all in with these flaming raspberries here because we want lots and lots of attack, my friend. That's right, because remember, everything scales off that attack, which makes it super good in terms of this piece. Okay, so now we want to go to filter. Let's get rid of everything else here. Where do we have it? Oh, available toppings. Let's go clear all. Let's go down here. We should have it. There we go. Oop, flaming. Nope, there it is. All right. So we'll come back there, and then that should pop them up. Oh, I didn't do it right. All right, filter. We gotta add everything there. Let's see here. Let's go resonant toppings. Topping types. There you go. There we are. All right, there's our 5. So now we're back in. Let's auto upgrade all these. All right, there we go. So again, we're heavily focused on that attack here. Going to really scale this thing up with the attack here. We're going to get some of those better substats as well. We'll show that here in a second on the why, because it is heavily important when it comes to this particular cookie. Make sure you get the right ones on, and that you don't accidentally put a different one in there. They look pretty similar to the cheese though. Look at that, huh? All right, here we go. So a couple things on this. What you're going to see here again is that lovely attack to 10%. So we got more scaling on this. We got good substats on the attack. With the resonant, here's the ones that you're going to get on those bonus effects. You get more attack, you got crit, damage resist, attack speed, cooldown, and crit resist. For me, the 3 that I would prioritize is definitely attack, damage resist, and then cooldown, probably, right? Secondary, I would go crit and attack speed. But if you can get those 3 on there, that's going to be super big. We only got 1 there. What do we get here? We got attack speed, damage resist. We got 2. Here we got damage resist, cooldown, attack speed. We got 2. Here we got cooldown, damage resist 2, and attack, cooldown, attack speed. So generally 2 out of each one. You can keep re-rolling, trying to tweak these things a little bit better depending on what you're doing. And don't forget, you can mix and match on those. You may want a cooldown set as a secondary set here, and you may also want a damage resist set depending on what you're doing for that survivability on some of these things as well. However, this is gonna be the main one. And then in terms of our topping tart, couple things. You absolutely want to make sure that you have attack behind this. That's going to really help in terms of that damage. See, I only got 2 right now of those epic ones, which is not good enough. We need a lot more. We got a lot more crafting to do, my friends. Let's see where we can borrow from on the second one here. Who do we want to take from? Let's grab from, we'll leave burnt cheese in there for now. We'll just grab an easy one. All right, here we go. We'll come down here and grab this because it's just going to get on, give us a little bit more of a boost. You can see that 12% as well, plus that raspberry set +1 effect, making that big difference. Lots of stuff. We got attack to 56%. We got damage resist at 15, a little bit more cooldown. So not bad, my friends. Look at that, 800,000, right? So again, many of you ask, you can go look here too and see the stats and how this is set up, how we're doing that. We got some things that we can always tweak, make better, and get this thing even more dialed in. All right. However, that's how we're building this cookie here today in terms of gear for Fire Spirit Cookie. Hooray, my friends. All right, let's go ahead. We'll go for a run with this one. See if we can rip through some things. I actually would like to go back here. That level 8, episode 8, 829. Let's see if we actually have this in master mode. I think I do. 829 master mode. We should be doing this now. Ooh, wrong one. On master and seeing if we can rip through the whole thing, right? Let's see what we got here. 829. There it is. Let's do this. We'll get into our ready mode. Let's go to a 1 here. Let's clear this all out. Let's go edit. We'll see if we can run this thing with Fire Spirit, because I think we can. It's going to hit hard, my friends. It's going to hit like a truck. I think it will anyway. All right, here we go. Fire Spirit. We're moved there. All right, we got attack, all that. 803 versus, we're good. Let's do it. Let's start. Add more cookies. Now we're good, my friends. Fire Spirit in master mode. We're upgrading our game here today. 829. Ooh, look at that. Pretty crazy, huh? Not bad, not bad. There's a big ball of damage. Into the next spot. Looking pretty good. Huge damage. 10-second cooldown, so we're at a 15. So something to think about on that piece, right? And then stacks and those things that we saw there. You can see all my other pieces up. We got the revive sitting there as well. It's a lot of damage, my friends. Into the bad boss. Almost 1 million damage. Incredible. Check that thing out. So cool. So awesome. You can do it with Fire Spirit all the way through. Check that out, huh? All right, pretty awesome. All right, that is everything that we needed to know about our Fire Spirit cookie here, my friends. I'm so excited. We got this one here for us today, finally, to do our gear guide as the #1 free-to-play player here today for you. So with that, if you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you in our amazing community Discord server, my friends. Like I said, that's a great spot for help. And if you're looking to help players as well, come check it out. So lastly, thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes and the subs, and thank you so much to our members. We got memberships available, we got affiliate links, we got swag and merch, we got all kinds of stuff for you to check out. I really do truly appreciate your support each and every day, so thank you. And don't forget my socials, @MeChammy. Stay connected. With that, we'll see you again soon, my friends. Enjoy Fire Spirit Cookie. Until next time, keep on running.